obviously the gutters are, you know, up and running on your house too during this process. So, and the yard's not graded off. So the worst of any water that's gonna happen at your house is gonna be during the construction phase. So if we go through the construction phase and everything looks good, we're not getting too much water, it's only gonna get better once we have the gutters tied into a dry well and it's graded off properly. With the weather this week, they're gonna focus inside, and then next week, you know, we were talking about, Chris and I were talking about just hoping that we get a little bit of like a clean stretch of non-rainy weather.
Yes.
Minimal rain won't really matter, just because they can be selective about what they're working on.
Okay. How is it a lot more costly to rough out for plumbing or put a conduit in for electrical up to the attic later? Is this really something we should? Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's.
Should we do it now or no?
Yeah, you should rough it now if you're
Rough
thinking
it
about
now.
it. Yeah, it's worth paying. You know, the conduits is relatively cheap. I mean, the conduit's a couple $100s. We have 2 LVLs that are 9 1/4. So we have 2 LVLs that are going to be in the ceiling, right here.
And LVL means?
LVL is basically laminated wooden structure beam.
Okay, and is that something you see, or is that something?
No, they have it spec'd out that it's going to be in the ceiling. So the issue with removing this wall is that we go from basically a double LVL to a steel beam. So we would have a steel beam running from this location to this. And at that point, I would have to get an engineer here who'll have to come and size it.
Right.
There are alternatives, you know, would be to put some type of a post right here and right here in the kitchen.
Okay.
So this would, so you would have 2 columns at these points right here.
Chris, what kind of an upstroke is a steel beam if we wanted to go that way?
The steel beam alone would probably be, you know, we're probably going to be running probably close to like $3 grand just for the steel beam.
Okay.
And then we'd be running a couple $1,000s for the
Engineering and the install.
Yeah, engineer would be a couple $100s.
Okay.
I mean, the benefit of the columns is just we're still working with LVLs.
Yeah.
And to run a steel beam from here to here is quite a bit of manpower to get that up.
Right. That's a big beam.
That's a massive beam.
Yeah. Assuming we're going to do the 2 columns there, do you want to explore the steel beam to see if it could be in the roof?
If it could
Ceiling
be
going?
completely recessed, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd be
that would
interested in knowing
completely
that, because if it can't be, then what's the
So
point?
what we need to do in order to do
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Chris needs to get the engineer in, so that'll be a few $100 to get an engineer in. But
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Wow.
We were talking about, thinking about a drop. And maybe this is a question for the HVAC guy, but I know there is a drop over there in the finished basement now.
Yep.
We definitely want to keep that.
Yep.
And then if it's possible, I know we're not finishing the space under the sunroom right now, but it would be great to have, like I think I said, just some basic electricity and a drop over there, because if I do just set up a table in there for the time being until we finish it. Sort of how this room's gonna look now with those doors. What do you think?
It's gonna be too small.
No, it always looks,
Smaller.
it looks smaller now.
Right.
And then when they start framing the deck and everything, it'll look small.
It will look small still, or will it
Yes,
look
yep. No, when they're framing the walls and we have the subfloor down and everything, it'll actually look smaller. So when it gets plastered and you walk in,
Then
right
it
after
feels
it's plastered,
bigger?
Then it feels big.
Okay.
Bigger again, yeah. Fold with the control unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, they used to use galvanized piping for parts of the drain line.
Which may be gone now. It's my one foray into tiling, Chris.
Back when I was younger,
We worked with that.
did a couple bathrooms for free because it took so long to get that stuff. I learned my lesson real fast. We see a lot of the black, gray stuff in the fiberglass. What that is that you have a lot of airflow going through your house and it works as a filter.
Okay.
So that's
So it's drains down, or it's not? Shouldn't have that much airflow going through.
it shouldn't have that much airflow.
It won't going forward.
Yeah, it won't go through because we spray foam everything. You know, if we have like a 3 or 4 day span of like really good weather,
Yeah.
we'll get as many guys here we do. Unfortunately, there is going to be some water that's going to get through. Nothing's 100%, but it'll be limited and stuff like that. It's just the same thing where we're going with new construction windows.
Yeah,
this
so is
area.
that,
Is that the final
is that
decision?
the
Yeah,
decision?
I would go with the new construction windows.
Yeah.
This is deceiving running through here.
Right.
This wall is actually located here.
Yeah, exactly.
So she was a little bit,
A little off on
a little bit off on that. You have to
Let me, yeah, let's talk with Jess about that too,
Yeah.
just because I like hearing what Chris has to say, and then I'll hear what
Yeah.
Jess, just in case I'm not considering something.
Yeah, or Jess had something else in mind too.
To ask the question, are there other places in the budget where we think where it's worth going back and taking another look at it, or you know, because I think we can, the differential there, we in the project can absorb, but we wouldn't want to run into 5 or 10 of those.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be concerned about that.
Okay.
We consistently, you know, there's ebbs and flows through the thing, and we're
Right.
consistently kind of reviewing that stuff. Right after he was done here, he actually saved us at another house where a homeowner, we were already out of the house. She decided to add some landscaping during that, and there was water coming out of her water gate in the street. It was just shooting out of there. Water was running down the street, and she's not home. We couldn't get in contact with her. So, you know, we just, you know, John ran over there, dealt with the town. We got a new water line. They had to put a new water gate. She didn't have water for, like, I think over a week, because it was a lot. We're only allowed to do certain much, and then the town had to kind of take over. So between us scheduling it and that getting taken care of, you know, everything fortunately worked out. If it happened a week later, we would have had to rip up her front yard that we just put down. So we didn't put the sod down yet. So we were fortunately, we had to do redo the irrigation and stuff like that. But it was when they were putting the irrigation meter on, is that they realized that. I think they went to go shut it off or something. And then they realized there was a crack in the line and a broken water gate.
Oh man.
So it was a lot to deal with.
It's so hard to tell, looking at the internet, like the differences between different kinds of shingles. Like it's not something that you.
Yeah, it really isn't much.
As between like the GAF, was the Timberline for GAF?
Yeah.
Certainty.
Certainty's a little bit more money, but
Okay.
nothing that's, you know,
Material.
yeah, it's not more for, it's just a little bit more for material. The only reason why we choose GAF products, Timberline, is that that's what National Lumber keeps in stock.
Got it.
It's really not, it's not like Certainty, it's not like it's better or worse than Certainty, it's just
Right. It's just what they
what's
have.
more available.
Yeah.
The most important thing is color.
That's color. Yeah.
It's just what you guys think about the color and stuff
And
like
we're
that. And if you drive by a house that you see like the roof, you can just let me know and I can go look at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
So we'll see you next week,
Good to see
right?
you.
That's our
I think it was a
next
pretty good meeting.
next meeting.
Yeah.